Welcome into game night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network. Streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, and youtube.com/regionsports. We come to you tonight from Hebron High School as Morris Motor Service presents the Hebron Hawks taking on the Washington Township Senators in the opening round of the PCC Boys Basketball Tournament. Michael Bradner back here at Hebron along with Matt Welsen, Mr. PCC.
Yes, I pity the fool who's not watching these games.
There's a lot of fools out there. We pity them all that aren't watching. I agree with you. And that works because we got fight night.
That's why I said it.
We got fight night to our right. That is the Hebron student section over there with fight night, and then little Candyland, one of my favorite games as a youngster.
Oh, still is.
Oh, you're still a youngster?
No, your
favorite game.
Yes.
Okay. So we got a good one coming up here between Washington Township and Hebron, and unfortunately for Hebron, they're going to be starting on a really bad note on the scoreboard because already before the game even starts, Washington Township's up 65-0 according to the scoreboard here at Hebron.
But they might come back.
That might be the most epic comeback in history.
And we will cover it right here on RSN.
We will have it documented. We've had some historical moments on the Region Sports Network. Can't wait to get this one going. You and I have seen Hebron a few times this season. Washington Township, my first time seeing them this season. But
I have got to see them twice as well, so
okay.
Yes.
So it should be good. Tell us a little bit about either one of them.
Well,
what are you liking about Washington Township this season?
Washington Township, I like their defense. They do a very good job of getting scrappy. If you like a good blue-collar defense, that's what you have in the Washington Township Senators. You have Nick Sears, who just leads that front 1-2-2 press and does a very good job of that.
By the way, you are tuned into the Jody Gay Show Real Estate and Design pregame show here on the Region Sports Network, brought to you by Jody Gay Show and Design, selling points for a winning game.
That's true. One of the things for a winning point for Washington Township, you have to get the big men Shepard Scott and Logan Armstrong into the paint and up and to the free throw line often. So be looking for that as well. Senators also like to run. Last couple of games they kind of slowed things down. Got the losses, but they kept Westville close, and they kept the Mustangs under 40 points. So it's one of the things Coach Bowersock's looking to do with his team, turning around a record-wise and possibly having a splash in this tournament.
And we know for the Hebron Hawks, everything kind of runs through Landon Hale.
He is the big man on campus. 17 points a game. He has the 17 points per game and 7 rebounds. So he is second in PCC to Keegan Holder point-wise, but it has been fun to watch him play and just get better as a player. When he's not scoring, he does what he can to get others involved. His presence inside is key. I know one of the first games that I covered, he got into foul trouble, and that's what kept Hebron out of that game. So you have to have Landon Hale on the floor, but he has done a great job. You also have Josh Kendra having 7 and 7. He has 7 points, 7 rebounds on that on the season campaign, and he's also a reason why the Hawks are doing very well this season.
Well, that game that you're referring to was back in November, and it was Trevor Roy that really stood up in that game. Member of the baseball team here as well. He was the guy that really impressed me.
He had a couple of good scores, a couple of good defensive stops. He's averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds as well.
Yeah, he had quite a few field goals, 11 points in that
11,
game.
yeah.
He struggled from the line, though. He was 3 of 10 from the line. I still have that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I still have that here, the game that you and I did. All right, we're under a minute to play here as we get set for the starting lineups, which are brought to you by T&B Tube Company. Go ahead and do those now for you right here. It's time for the T&B Tube Company starting lineups for both teams. And tonight's game brought to you by T&B Tube Company. Start and advance your career with T&B Tube Company. We'll start with the Washington Township Senators out onto the floor, or not onto the floor yet, but will be soon, is number 15, Jackson Garzella, the junior, followed by number 20, Nicholas Sears, the senior. Number 22, Kyan Graves, a senior. Number 33, Logan Armstrong, a junior. And then number 40, Shepard Scott, a senior for Washington Township. Then for the Hebron Hawks, you have number 10, Aiden Bogren, along with number 21, Josh Kenda, and 22, Trevor Roy, a sophomore, a freshman, and a junior, respectively. And then number 33, Landon Hale, the junior, and number 54, Ben Kenda, also a junior, as Jackson Garzella comes out for the Washington Township Senators. So we got both those lineups in there now. Nicholas Sears making his way out, along with Kyan Graves. Again, giving you those TMB Tube Company starting lineups. Logan Armstrong, we had Kyan Graves, and now here comes Shepard Scott. Head over to the other side of the court where the Hawks, the home team, on the scoreboard. This is their gym too.
Fight night.
They're going to get a nice ovation here. There's Aiden Bogren getting the pat down, making sure he's got nothing in the
nothing up his sleeves.
Nothing up his sleeves or anything as Trevor Roy hits the floor. Josh Kenda. Big man stands 6'5". Now Landon Hale, the guy that we were talking about before, a 6'5" junior. I'm sorry, Landon Hale comes out now. He's the 6'5" junior. We had Ben Kenda, the 6'7" junior. So a lot of height to this Hebron team for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing that Hebron does very well. They can control the boards. They can control the tempo of any game. It's how well that they are knocking down threes and getting that ball into the paint to Hale offensively.
All right, game 2 of this 100th edition of the PCC tournament. That'll be Larry Babcock to tip it up. Speaking of height. Washington Township to start things up here on this end of the floor, going left to right. With it now is Sears. You were mentioning him in our open. Gives it off now, Graves. Over into the corner. Zella gives off now to Scott. Pulls up the jumper. It's no good. We talked about rebound. This one comes down to Trevor Roy. Roy into the corner. Bogren thought about shooting that three. Thought wisely of it. Gives up now to Kenda. Back here to Hale. Dishes it out. Bogren for three. Doesn't go. Rebound collected though.
That's
underneath for Josh Kenda. Yes.
That's how Hebron can control the boards and get 2 points, taking the lead early.
As boxing out is going to be pivotal in this one, but it's going to be so hard with the length of the Hawks.
Just have to remember, long shot, long rebound.
We got 3 seconds in the lane against the Senators here.
Yeah,
or 5 seconds in the lane, excuse me.
Scott had his foot in there and needed to exit before the whistle, and that did not happen.
Ben Kenda almost had it stolen away, and we got youngsters in the crowd here getting
good hustle by Garzella.
Garzella going into the stands there for a moment.
That's why the fans pay that money in the front row.
Talk about in-your-face action right there. Trying to pass that one, just not on the same page as Roy there for Kenda. Senators will have it here. 3-point ball for Graves, no good.
Good position by Armstrong to get that rebound and put back. That's that weak side rebounding is going to be crucial for the Senators.
Bogren just offline. Garzella comes down with the rebound. He's going down in transition. They go up to the window. It's no good, just short on that end for Sears. He wanted it badly. It looked like he had a hard time corralling the pass.
Yeah, he had a little bobble before going up for it.
Gives to Hale, shot fake, drives right, gives to Roy. Roy now to his right, stops at the baseline, had his pocket picked, able to
Good
collect.
hands.
They're going to say it's out of bounds off of Garzella, so it's going to stay. No, I'm sorry, they're going to call
a foul on him.
So it'll be the first foul of the game, and it belongs to the junior Jackson Garzella.
Yeah, they called a push on him, but he had quick hands to knock that ball loose.
Hale with it on the left side.
Good defense by Scott to stop Hale.
Skip pass now into Roy near the right block. Gives off to Hale again, top of key. They're willing to get the good ball movement there. It's Ben
Great
Kenda.
ball movement.
Ben Kenda underneath.
That help side just needs to be a little bit quicker for the Senators.
Well, I would say one of the problems is the help side can be as great as it wants, but when you got guys at 6'5", 6'7", and you can just put it up in that wheelhouse up there where nobody else can reach. Even Hale at 6'5". A little stop and pop action, and now to clean that one up with Shepard Scott. All knotted up at 4.
Both Senators' possessions have been offensive rebound putbacks, so.
So if you're Hebron, you can clean that up a little bit, try to get some of those defensive rebounds then instead of allowing the offensive rebounds. Hale pulling up for 3. And that's a big first 3 of the game for either side.
Big man can shoot.
Oh, bad place to pick up your dribble. Passing right underneath. Little contact, no whistle, has to move. Kicks it out with 4:08 to play in the opening quarter as the answer from Logan Armstrong.
Yeah, things looking hairy there for the Senators, but Armstrong getting a 3 ball.
Roy goes up, he'll go to the line. The foul is going to be against Jackson Garzella. That'll be his second already here.
Yeah, Cody Johnson's going to be coming in here for Garzella. 2 fouls for the Senators.
I mentioned Trevor Roy was 3 of 10 from the line. That first game that we did early in this basketball season, really something he worked on significantly here as he knocks the first one down and the second. I know you're looking at the stat sheet right now.
There's no stat. Well, I don't have it.
I do.
Oh,
65% from the line this season. Yeah, I may have stolen that from you. Sorry, sir.
That's all right.
Well, in that case, I'm really not that sorry.
We can share.
So the Senators passing off to the corner now. Short on the 3. Able to save it on his own rebound. Passing out to the left wing there, or left block there. Garzella comes down with the rebound. Excuse me, that's not Garzella.
That's Scott.
Can't see. Yep, Scott. I saw the 1. And now we'll go the other way here on the.
That's 2
third.
offensive rebounds there by the Senators in that possession.
And we'll have a timeout taken by the Hawks, who have a 9-7 lead earlier, already overcoming that 65-0 deficit that they were in already. Change that on the scoreboard real quick.
You can do that.
You can, absolutely. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. They are the insurance superheroes. So Logan Armstrong already with only 5 points for Washington Township. It's kind of a good back and forth so far. Not a whole lot of scoring, but they're getting some of those when they need to. But I will say for both teams, the passing and the ball movement is really, really impressive. Just the defense has been really good inside the paint to prevent any penetration into there for layups.
Yes, that's the only inside look you had was Ben Kenda's 2-point shot, and that was honestly good passing on Hebron's part.
Hale pulling up for 3. Just offline, but the rebound comes down to Kenda. Gives it back out to Roy, who drives up, puts it off the window.
Those are second chance point opportunities.
And they're not in a position where they're going to put any kind of pressure on full court. So Going to let Washington Township come up the floor. They do so here now as Cody Johnson has checked in the game for the Senators.
Yeah, Hebron's half-court man game is pretty tough.
Scott gives into the corner for Armstrong, who gets the three.
Second on the night.
It's back-to-back for him, and it's a 1-point lead. We'll have a foul here away from the ball.
That'll be on Graves.
So Graves called for the foul, the team's third. His first. Bogren will check off. And it will be Peter Saki to check in for the Hawks.
Andrew Martin checking in for the Senators.
Roy dishing it out. Kenda. And to get back to Roy. Trying to feed down to Kenda. That's a good look. A lot of times that might be a little bit too strong of a pass, but he's able to corral it.
Kenda's tall enough to get that ball and put it up.
As long as you put it in the air, he says, I got it. So he's got 4 points and a 3-point lead for the Hawks. Winner of this one will get Westville on Saturday morning. We got a long way to go till then, though. This one is loose on the ground. Who picks it up? Trevor Roy able to get it.
Good hustle by Johnson, but Roy came up with it.
This ball's still on the ground. A lot of people fighting for it. Still loose. And able to corral now. Long pass picked up by Scott. And he's going to wait for his team to come back down in transition here.
Yeah, Scott does a very good job settling down the offense, not looking to score.
Really smart move. How about pulling up for that three there for a moment? You get a little shot fake going. There's a three ball on the way and knocked down. Cody Johnson
off the bench and making a difference for the Senators.
And we got a foul, it looks like, on Ben Kenda, too. So they're going to come back and shoot for a chance for a 4-point play.
The ball will be out of bounds.
Oh, I thought it was
no.
It was on the shot. Okay, so it was away from.
Oh!
What am I going to say?
Quick feet by Sears, but not quick enough because he was still out of bounds as he stepped back in. Not quick enough.
One minute to play. All knotted up at 13. Roy spinning, putting one up, just short, tries to tip his rebound. Gives it up though. Here's a three ball on the way, just long. Good box out.
That was a great box out by Armstrong.
Yes. Sears with the basketball. Hale trying to knock that one out, he does.
Yeah,
telling Armstrong, get that out of here.
Both of those rebounds Armstrong had, he had great position.
37.5. Johnson driving. Not able to get it. Scott gets the rebound, though. Gives back to Armstrong. 28 seconds to go. His shot just off. Trying to get a rebound down there. They do. Puts it up. Oh, and a block by the Kenda brothers. Not sure which one got it. Both of them in there on that deflection. Martin had no chance with both Kendas in there.
No, that's hard shot, but he's got to take it. Hopefully he doesn't lose that confidence. He's got to do what he can in the paint.
Roy with 1 second to go. Can Hale get it? Just off. Looked like it was in line. All right, end of the first quarter, all knotted up at 13. You're watching Game Night in the PCC and the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Morris Motor Services in Wanata is proud to be the premier logistics company in Northwest Indiana. Hauling aggregate in the tri-state area, they proudly serve their clients with timely and efficient service. And with their own fleet of modern trucks, Morris Motor Services is able to have vehicles always ready when you are. Centrally located to all major highways in the area, Morris Motor Services is also within 40 miles of every stone and slag yard in the area. For more info, visit mmsitrucking.com or call 219-733-9430.
Did you know? Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait. Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party?
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Welcome back. As Morris Motor Service in Wanata presents RSN Game Night coverage of the 2023 Porter County Conference Basketball Tournament right here on the Region Sports Network. Start of the second quarter, all knotted up at 13. Hale driving, puts it up. It's no good. A lot of contact down there, no whistle.
Scott pulls down his third rebound.
So Washington with the chance to take the lead here. This defense for Hebron is all over Washington Township right now. Sears gives off to Martin. Johnson gives off. It's Scott for the jumper. Hits the front iron, no good. Tries it again, this time from three. Still hits the front iron. Roy comes down with a rebound.
That's what he has to do, though.
Roy in transition gives off to Hale. Gets it back again. Tries to cut through the defense. Just a little too strong on the shot.
If you're Shepherd Scott, you have to take those shots. He's
yeah,
over
you're
two
wide
right
open
there. And if anything, shot fake, attack, and look for that guy on the outside.
Martin collects, has the double coverage, has nowhere to get to, and they are going to call
a 30.
Yep. All right, timeout taken by Washington Township. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 6:46 left to go in the half. Make sure you stay tuned. We will have the Homeland Farm halftime report for you. And we'll check out the cheer blocks for the dance teams.
They have the giant blow-up dice, and they are going down Candyland on the Washington Township side. We might have to stay tuned to see who wins that one.
All right, we'll stay tuned. As candy is being, we got to get people to bring this candy up here. Can someone relay down to the student section down there and bring us some?
It's one of the best things about PCC are these themed basketball games.
I recall
it is awesome. Yes,
I recall a few years ago one of the groups had I forget which school. One of them had a safari theme, and they had a whole cardboard Jeep that we were able to get in.
Yeah, that was really cool.
We were right here in Hebron for that matchup. Little jumper short, rebound all over the place. Roy able to come up with it, gives it to Kenda. Roy has been really active on both ends on defense, and then he's trying to fight his way through to some offense too. Ben Kenda gets it down underneath, goes up with it. Ben Kenda is in a kind of a position where as soon as he gets it, he kind of has to turn and release it quickly,
right?
Because he gets smothered so much every time he gets it.
Yeah, if that ball's above his shoulders, that's hard to shoot one, but two, if he's right there, got to go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar mini hook.
Scott is called for the foul. First one is knocked down for Ben Kenda. Stay with us after the game as we'll name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by IKORCC. Build your future. Trying to make it a 2-point lead. Cannot. It's a 1-point lead as we stand here. Well, I guess we're sitting, but you get the point.
We got it.
Sears trying to dump it off. Has it here now across the timeline. This one deflected and will go out of bounds, so it'll stay here with Washington Township. Sears will inbound. He's going to be looking for Cody Johnson here. Bogren back in the game for Hebron. Johnson. Sears will have a foul here going the other way as Roy went down. He's hobbling just a little bit, but seems to be okay.
Yeah.
That'll be the second foul on Shepard.
I was going to mention that. He had that pick and just had a little push. That's the 5th team foul on Washington Township.
2 of them to Garzella, 2 of them to Scott, 1 to Graves. Hale trying to put one up. Garzella with the rebound. And just strong defense here. Left him open in the middle. It was Dylan Andrews in there.
Hale pulling
Roy with a long pass to Bogren, who goes up to the window. Can't get it to fall. Really good move, but Hale is there.
Hale offensive rebound and putback. Good. Working both sides of the glass there on those 2 possessions.
We mentioned he averages about 17.5 points per game, and Bogren going to get called for the foul here on the contact.
Sears returning to the Senator lineup. Dylan Andrews going to take a seat.
I was saying earlier, Landon Hale at 17.5 points a game. He's got 5 as of right now. But Hebron doing just enough to kind of spread it around a little bit. They've got 4 different guys scoring here. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Sears. He tries to put it back up. And another foul. And we are seeing a lot of whistles, obviously, and that's kind of slowing the tempo down just a little bit.
Right now it's seeing that contact and calling it, so.
Sears can't get the first one to go. Stay with us after the game as we will name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org.
Sears knocks down that second free throw attempt, so he'll split them.
So Roy will bring it up the floor. Saki giving up to Hale. Kenda. Saki into Hale on the left side now. Hale going, taking the contact, putting it up. Kenda almost coming out with the rebound, but it's Sears to grab it. I like the move by Hale. He still fights through and doesn't let the defense bother him. He fights right through it.
He was open. He took the shot.
Sears on the far block. Now the pass around the perimeter, trying to get some ball movement, trying to get some guys caught in no man's land here. So far, Hebron playing really, really well on defense. Their help side is phenomenal.
Very good. Yeah, Coach Grannis always does a great job doing that half-court defensive scheme.
It feels very fundamentally sound right now. Even the closeout from Saki just a moment ago was great.
Yes.
They're just having a hard time just trying to put one up here. It's off mark. And now Hale will bring it up, or give it to Roy, who will bring it up the floor.
Yeah, Hebron very disciplined, doing a great job.
Right down to Hale underneath. It's just too short. Goes back up. Too strong that time, and he doesn't get a call either. I think he was more upset about the no. I'm sure he's upset about not missing 2 wide open
the first
shots.
One, but I mean, their contact there. They do the drills nightly. They bring out the pads, rough them up a little bit, but it's different in the game.
And now timeout taken by Coach Bowersock here for Washington Township, and I think he's got to be drawing up something here to try to get around this defense of Hebron right now. It's just, fundamentally sound. The closeouts are great. They're getting in those spots where they need to.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Reversing the ball is not just going to get it open. It's reversing, then using the picks that are set to attack the basket. Using Johnson in there, and I believe Martin is still in as well.
You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network. This is the 2023 Porter County Conference Basketball Tournament presented by Morris Motor Service. Under 3 minutes to play here in the opening half. Winner advances on to Saturday morning.
There you go, attack inside. Yeah,
Marcella going to get called
slipped
for the
on the
walk.
pivot.
Yep. Ozella will check out, and coming in Dylan Andrews again along with Logan Armstrong. He's been the hot hand for Washington so far.
Yes, he has. He's done a very good job. 2 threes on the evening, a couple of rebounds.
8 points total, giving into Hale. Hale going to fight his way there. The basket is going to count. He'll get to go back to the line and shoot one as well.
Hale, that was picture-perfect post play right there, getting the ball and going up strong. And Graves is going to pick up his second foul.
And Hale makes it a 3-point play. He's got 8 points as well in this one. Sears up to Snyder. Christian Schneider in the game for Washington. He's got it now, trying to fight his way through. That's in those situations where you get double teamed, you have to find a way to step through that like he was trying to do, just couldn't do it. Roy puts it right down.
Roy getting the steal and then finally connecting on one. He has 6 points on the ball game.
We'll try to thread the needle here, and this is going to be a foul on Hale. His first, team's fourth. 16 fouls for the Senators. Just mentioned 4 for the Hawks. Andrews driving left side, going hard to the rim and gets it.
Good look by Andrews, not being afraid, attacking that basket, using the left hand for 2.
Such an underrated part of anybody's game is being able to go to that left side and use that left hand. Hale fighting his way. Still, he was in a bad position. He gets a better position there and puts it right home.
Yeah, Scott had a piece of that first one, gets out of position, and Hale gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
And Hale, just a junior on this Hawks squad.
Yeah, the Hawks are young.
1 minute to play here in the half.
The more they play together as a team, they're going to be looking to get some hardware.
This one off the bank of the window for Armstrong, his third triple of the night.
He's keeping Washington Township in there with his scoring this half. And they have an opportunity to cut this lead.
Turn this one
into
over.
one possession.
One thing I'm continuing to watch, especially down in the paint, Shepard Scott and Josh Kenda really doing battle defensively against each other. They're not doing it right now, but when they get down in that block, man, they are. It's a physical battle underneath
for
there.
Position,
yep.
And Scott's got 2 fouls, so you got to watch.
And I'm sure Kenda knows that. Armstrong going up, and he gets fouled on that way up.
Foul's going to be on Saki.
15 and a half seconds remain. Saki gets his.
Oh, they call it on Hale?
Looks like they did call it on Hale.
That's why I'm a color commentator, not a referee.
Short on the first free throw attempt is Armstrong. We'll have the Homeland Farm halftime report for you in just a few moments. Also bring in the dance teams and cheer teams here as well. 0 for 2 on the free throw attempts, but Scott coming down with the rebound, all too important on the offensive rebound with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's
Sears with it. Who are you giving it here to in the last final moments to try to get a basket?
Armstrong.
He gets it on the way, offline.
And if we are chatting during the cheer routines, that is because of copyright issues. Remember that.
Yes, I did forget to mention that on our previous broadcast. Yes, if we apologize, we understand you want to hear the music and see the dancing. We do get that. We apologize, but because of certain copyright issues, yeah, we kind of have to talk during that. Yeah, the music is the central audio. Yes, that's. So we don't want to lose.
Even if we start PCC karaoke and we start singing, that could.
Well, I
be
think they're going to take down the video for other reasons other than the copyright issues, but
and the viewership would just plunder.
I am not turning on to this anymore.
They might. Never know.
All right, we are waiting for the cheer teams to head out. All right, first down to the floor, the Washington Township Dancers.
The Lollipop Guild, huh?
Yeah.
Mentioned that the cheer and dance teams had the competition on Saturday. All-day affair. You have judging throughout this week on the pep blocks and their theme and routines. So,
nobody's come up to bring us candy yet. That's one of the things I'm concerned about. If somebody can tell the student section down there for Washington Township to come up and bring us.
There's signs for gumdrops and the gummy bear pool floats are really cool.
We also got the big gingerbread man over there. I don't know if we've got pictures of that.
We'll have to scan the crowd there once this dance routine's over because they do have a very good pep block.
One side, I'm not gonna go to fight night off to our right.
Not yet.
No,
not yet.
Especially not after eating candy either. I'm gonna be slow on the the attack. I know Hebron's looking for a knockout punch here in this one and would certainly like to advance on to Saturday morning. Winner will take on Westville, and especially Hebron would love to move on just because they're hosting the event.
Yes.
So playing in front of your home crowd, I'm sure, makes a huge difference.
Coach Grenis has his team very well coached, poised to make it deep into this tournament, but Coach Bowersock says, just hold on a minute, guys. We're going to make it a game. And that's thanks to Logan Armstrong and the Washington Township Senators scoring here. They have 23-19 in favor of Hebron.
So 23-19 your halftime score. This is the Homeland Farm halftime report, bringing you all the action here of the PCC tournament, the 100th edition of this PCC tournament, and then the 51st on the girls' side as well. Not too shabby. I don't know many tournaments that go on 50-something years either, on any side, boys or girls.
Correct. That's the neat thing about the PCC. You have that tradition and that heritage in the southern part of the county. You have the original 6 in Washington Township, Hebron, Boone Grove, Morgan Township, and Couts.
It's got to be fun. I know there's a whole banquet for the draw and everything. It's got to be fun to watch some of these legends that come back from prior PCC games and tournaments that have made a name for themselves here in the Porter County, and coming to those and just getting to relive some of those memories as a conference player.
What's really neat is going through the all-conference rosters, and it's those mental attitude award winners. It's their kids now playing, which is really fun to watch. So that's really neat.
Yeah, they have mental attitude awards, they have championship awards, and then a gold ball trophy as well that gets awarded. And then we were already talking earlier about the victory keg that'll get passed around as well.
Tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow. Couts puts it on the line as we have the
Hebron Dance.
The Hebron Dance team now with a little bit of a fight club or fight night kind of theme to it.
Don't talk about fight club.
I know, I broke the golden
number 1.
I broke the golden rule, my bad.
Cannot do that.
That's why I was never invited back. I broke the one rule.
I can't say, so.
I'm breaking the rule. Right? I guess you're technically talking about it right now, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the rule you can't break. That's just like break dancing. Can't do that either.
I can break things.
I can do that. I do want the cardboard cutout of The Rock or John Cena. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, over in the fight night, we've got, I don't know, those copyright issues too? I don't know if that's...
You can't see John Cena. He'll be all right.
There we go.
The trophies are really cool too.
There's another cutout. I don't know who that guy is over there.
But
Seth Rollins, excuse me, sorry.
But not cut out is the Hebron dance team doing a terrific job. That is a great routine.
I got the deuces up as well. I'm glad I'm up here on this perch that we've got. I don't want to be down anywhere near that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, see, this is where if it was me, I'd be grabbing the inflatable gummies over here and just start pounding on those a little bit.
That's more our style, I know.
Well, if you hit something soft and fluffy, that'd be like hitting either one of us.
Well, true. No, they're rocking this routine. Both teams did a great job. I need to talk to Andrea Overholt, Executive Secretary of the PCC, seeing what the criteria is for that, because I know it has changed over the years for the cheer and dance teams. I tell you what, she has been phenomenal the past few nights about just letting us know kind of the schedule of how events are going to go, and everyone in the Porter County is so gracious to us and allowing us to have the kind of the freedom to be able to roam around and give you that camera view that you're looking at right now on the floor. Yeah, the coaches do a great job giving us rosters and stats. I can call them out. I think I got 6 of 8 teams for stats, so great job there by the Hebron dance team finishing up that performance.
We've seen Hebron and we've seen Washington Township as well. Earlier in the night we had Westville and South Central. Yeah, I was really excited to see, I wanted to see how Candyland played out here. But we're going to step aside for just a moment, making sure nothing else going on here for a moment. All right, we'll step aside.
We got John Mellencamp, so we're good.
All right, you're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Start or advance your career at TNB Tube Company. At TNB, employees are more than just a number. They are a valuable part of the success of TNB Tube Company and make an impact every day. Located just a short drive away from Chicago, TNB Tube Company offers benefits such as tuition reimbursement and a community-like work atmosphere. To learn more about joining the growing team at TNB Tube Company, visit tbtube.com/careers.
For over 75 years, the Paul Hearing name has been synonymous with auto sales. But wait, did you know that Paul Hearing has a top-notch body shop? Your car doesn't have to be a Ford. Paul Hearing repairs all makes and models and works with most insurance. At the Paul Hearing Body Shop, there are no backlogs, meaning they can get you in and back on the road again fast. And now Paul Hearing wants to give you a $100 gift card just for having your vehicle repaired. Call Paul Hearing at 219-942-2143 to schedule your body shop estimate.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Morris Motor Services in Wanata is proud to be the premier logistics company in Northwest Indiana. Hauling aggregate in the tri-state area, they proudly serve their clients with timely and efficient service. And with their own fleet of modern trucks, Morris Motor Services is able to have vehicles always ready when you are. Centrally located to all major highways in the area, Morris Motor Services is also within 40 miles of every stone and slag yard in the area. For more info, visit mmsitrucking.com or call 219-733-9430.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Here in the PCC tournament. Michael Brenner here along with Matt Welsen. I call him the mayor.
Too many people got mad in South County. We could have a runoff election.
They're not going to let you. They're doing it. They're bringing it.
People are listening.
People are listening.
Oh, my goodness.
This is amazing. All right, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second now. We're going to let the girls get on here. That's awesome. This is awesome.
Washington Township.
Candyland has pulled through.
Extra points for the cheer competition.
If we have a vote, we're voting you. This is awesome.
Great job, ladies.
It doesn't get better than that. We got a camera there. You're live.
Great work, great work.
They do take care of us here. Wow. I love it. You know, the funniest part was that I could see them walking closer to us. They were so nervous.
I would be too.
All right, second half has started up here at Hebron between Washington and the Hawks. I'm not going to lie, my night is made. All right, here we go. We're focusing back on the game now. It's Trevor Roy to bring things up here after Washington couldn't connect on their first possession here of the second half.
Washington's high point man is Logan Armstrong with 11 points.
What else can we get people to do?
Oh, that's probably about all we can ask.
I can see Nathan's brain cooking over there. Putting up the jumper, no good for Washington. Kenda comes down with the rebound. Turnover there. Bogan couldn't corral the pass from Roy.
Tough angle.
But good teamwork there to say, hey, we'll get it next time.
Oh, yeah.
I like the idea of Roy bringing up the basketball. I feel like maybe I just didn't notice it before, but he wasn't the one bringing it up before when we saw him earlier in the season.
Bogren's a really good shooting guard. He can knock down a three. He can also penetrate to the basket.
We're going to have the offensive foul here, knocking down Roy. That's going to be against Sears, I believe.
Sears, his first. Big man on campus, Landon Hale, has 10 points, 7 rebounds already for the Hawks. So he's coming together for a good game.
And just as I say, Roy brings up it's Bogren bringing up the basketball. So
that's why we announced.
But you know what? When you have the opportunity to have two guys be strong with the basketball to bring it up, that is helps, huge. Yes. I mean, that is Bogren for three. You talked about the shooting. It's just off the mark. It went in and out.
Yeah, if he gets hot, it'll be fight night knockout for the Hawks.
Oh, what a pass!
Good pass.
And a foul on the way up for Scott. Look inside. Was that Graves with the pass inside?
And that's what I like about the Senators. They're not afraid to go inside against Hebron, who has that height advantage, but Scott's done well all evening.
Scott short on the first free throw attempt. Stay with us after the game as we will name the Crowd Company's Lantern Superhero of the game. Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. This one rattles around and falls down. First point of the second half, I should say. Brings it within a possession here. Roy drives.
Good defense by the Senators.
Yeah, they really closed that off. Kenda able to corral that. Gives it to Bogren. Good closeout from Sears there. Feeding it down to Hale. Hale fighting his way to the rim and knocks it in.
Hard to stop Landon Hale when he has position like that, but you just have to do your best. Shepard Scott's got 2 fouls.
Far corner given up to Armstrong. He had the hot hand in that first half for sure. Oh, and Hale really trying to keep his hands up there. Really good defense from him. Graves. Sears. Oh, almost intercepting that one, leaving it open for 3 for Armstrong.
Yeah, that lunge and gamble by Hale turns into a 3-point play there by Armstrong.
This one tipped in the air, taken away by Graves. Graves goes up and puts it down. A nice little run here for the Senators, which will call.
Yes, it is.
Force a timeout. by the Hawks, and we'll step aside. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back. 4:45 left to go here in the third quarter.
Senators are surging here. You had a steal by Kyan Graves to tie it. Hebron calling a timeout to settle the troops.
I believe the phrase you're going to be looking for here is getting the puppies organized, right? Is that the?
That wasn't my phrase. No,
it's not yours. But that's the phrase you want to use. That's
yeah. I mean, teaching middle school for 12 years, it is herding cats and getting puppies organized or whatever other homegrown phrase you want to use.
So we don't have Mike Jamia here for those. So, Roy was looking for Kenda. It was deflected by Graves.
Yeah.
Graves using all 6 foot of that frame of his.
Graves doing a great job.
Hey, he's fired up from it. He's
yes.
like, yeah, I got that. You should be fired up. It's a big deal. Oh, this one poked away, but Roy able to keep. Roy fighting all the way to the rim.
Good attack by Roy.
You know, let's keep that one down. That might be a big momentum swing in this one after the run from Washington. The first bucket from Hebron. We'll see how this plays a factor later on down the road. Almost a steal, too. Just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Sears driving baseline, puts up the jumper. It rattles around. It won't go. Hale with the rebound. Looks to Roy. Roy wants to run. Goes behind his back. Feeds it to Kenda. Kenda dishes out to Roy again. Roy driving. Gets smacked. The ball falls.
Big back-to-back offensive production plays there by Trevor Roy.
The foul is going to be on Graves, his third, and Roy will go to the line. And the three-point play is good from Trevor Roy. And we've got we got check-ins going on here.
Cody Johnson checking in for the Senators. Graves defensively was doing a great job sparking it with that steal. Johnson came off the bench in that first quarter knocking down a 3, so.
Feeding into the middle. Scott very close to that half-court line. Dish to Johnson, has to get stopped on the block. 3 ball on the way, no good. Scott with the rebound.
Scott's 4th offensive rebound.
Feeding inside, Sears dribbles. That's going to be a travel. No basket.
Call it travel.
No basket. Yeah, he did travel. He kind of started to jump and brought his feet up.
He was jumping.
Yep.
Hand on the ball.
Yep.
Came back down. Hawks ball. See if they could extend this lead. Senators need to stop. A veto.
There's a steal from Sears. That's exactly what you want. Draws the contact, puts it up. Oh, and it can't fall. What a great play, though, from Sears. Just couldn't finish it. Roy driving to the baseline. Pulls it back out. Now drives into the paint. Puts up a floater. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. Tries to fight back up. And they're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah.
There may have been a travel in there as well.
Garzella had the view for the travel. The other official couldn't see through it that he called a jump ball.
Well, I mean, there was definitely an opportunity to call a travel there.
Yes, it was a travel if I was an official and had the viewpoint. But if you've ever tried it, it's tough to see.
Saki for 3, off the mark.
I got yelled at for officiating like 4th grade East Porter League once. That was
4th grade is tough.
Oh, yeah. It was It was brutal.
Garzella looking for an open man. Finds Scott in the middle. Now off to the right side for the floater. It's long, and now Hale will get it, and a foul going the other way. Foul is going to be on.
It should be on Armstrong.
Well, there's been times tonight where we thought it was on someone, and it ends up being on someone else.
Yeah.
So Bogren will bring it up here with Roy on the bench. Saki to the left, now driving to the top of the key. Gives off to Bogren in the right wing. Hale dishing off to Kenda. Saki, left side. Hale can't corral that one. This one's loose on the floor.
Good
Scott staying with it, but he steps out of bounds. He steps out of bounds, and somebody made some kind of comment on the bench because the official had a quick little dart in that direction. And Coach Bowersock saying he was out of bounds. Shush. It's like they're already on a run. We don't need a technical.
No. Don't want to slow things down. That was a great hustle play by Scott, though.
Well, because Hale just gave up on it, and I understand why.
Yes,
but then Sears and I couldn't see it. I
believe Bogren.
I believe it was Bogren
down
too.
With Scott, yes.
Hale shot fake, drives, dishes out to Roy. Roy right block, puts it up, draws the contact, still nothing. Now Hale goes up this time. He gets the contact. This will be the fourth team foul coming up here against Washington Township, and the foul. They mark it on 32, which is Caden Betcher.
Hale getting his offensive rebound of number 4 of the night.
So Hale knocks down the first. Stay with us after the game as we will name the proud Union Home Play of the game presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Rattles around and falls home. Seven of 8 from the line for the Hawks tonight.
Terrific free throw shooting.
They usually shoot 63% on average coming into tonight. This one dished out. It's taken away by Kenda. He's able to corral. Did he step out of? No, they're going to call a foul. That foul is going to be against Dylan Andrews.
It'll be his first.
Much like we were talking about with Westville in the first game this evening, that was kind of their kryptonite was kind of being on the foul trouble here, and that's kind of what is happening with the Senators being down on the scoreboard by 7.
Yeah, you take Graves out of the game with his 3 fouls.
Hale gets the feed down low.
That was a tough shot. You had a swarm of Senators right there, and Hale just coming up and laying it up and in for 2.
That just feels like a man playing amongst boys at the moment right there. It's a fun matchup, though. Hale and Armstrong watching. This one goes down.
Scott gets a bucket there. Glad his shooting confidence right there at the elbow. Got that one to fall.
He's got 5 on the night. 3 coming here in the second half. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Roy with it. I'm sure Hebron would be willing to settle for the last basket of the quarter.
Yes. Keep that 30 seconds going. And
give to Hale. Hale dishes back out. Kenda goes to put it up. Gets his own rebound. And there's going to be a tie-up right underneath the basket there with 18.2. The possession arrow does favor the Senators. Again, it goes to show why we're up here and they're down there. Didn't hold for the last shot, but
you hold for a good shot.
Yes.
I would say that. If the opportunity's there, you take it.
And we'll have a timeout taken.
He'll have a full timeout.
I think he has a full. So we will keep it right here on the Region Sports Network. All right, we got more dice coming up. Who's going to be going down Candy Lane over here? All right, they're rolling. It just keeps rolling.
Keeps going. It's a weighted die.
They just said, okay, it's done it too. All right, we got a 5, so we got to move 5 spaces. And what? We're re-rolling. Oh, no, somebody's moving. Oh, we're doing the bunny hop. I like it.
That's great.
This doesn't seem very well organized. I don't know.
Well,
they're high schoolers. I get it.
It's high schoolers, and when you have the die trying to blow across the entire gym floor.
Nathan Laird does bring up a good point. There's normally no dice in Candyland.
Oh, yeah, it's cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it is cards.
Yes.
I honestly haven't played in years, so I really wouldn't remember.
Guess what we're doing Saturday morning? Watching the semifinals of the PCC boys tournament right here on RSN is what we're doing.
And we're going to play Candyland while we do it.
That'd be tough.
So I for the life of me, I can't remember. Are they going to change a theme then for Saturday morning?
No.
They're going to keep the same theme. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Unless they're really that good. I don't know. No, they should keep it.
This one tipped. It'll go out of bounds with 4.8 seconds to go. It'll stay here with the Senators.
Yeah, good play there by the Senators looking for that 3 ball. Still have a second chance opportunity.
It'll be Johnson to inbound. Gives to Scott. Scott over. Gets the rebound. Tries to put it up. And the third quarter will come to an end. It's been exciting here from Hebron. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Co-Alliance is your local choice for total agronomy solutions, fuel, and seriously local propane. Our roots in the community go back to the 1920s, and if there's one thing we learned as a co-op, it's that when our customers succeed, we all succeed. When you're looking for a better choice in crop inputs, fuel for your fleet, heat for your home, or grain marketing solutions, choose the option that keeps your money in your community. Find out more about what Co-Alliance can offer at www.co-alliance.com.
Life is about connecting. At Nitco, we're here to connect you. Our knowledgeable, helpful, and friendly customer service representatives are ready to help. Whether it's the internet, phone, or TV, Nitco can provide you with great, reliable service. And now, Nitco is helping their customers through the Affordable Connectivity Program. This program offers up to $30 off your internet bill for families that meet the eligibility requirements. Give us a call at 219-996-2981 to see if you qualify. Nitco, always here, always caring, always better.
Welcome back to Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, brought to you by Morris Motor Service, serving Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan. Visit mmsitrucking.com for more information. Start of the fourth quarter here, a good one between Hebron and Washington Township. Trevor Roy with the basketball right now, given down to Ben Kenda, and off the window.
Kenda's 7th point of the evening.
It feels so like that looks so simple, but it's not.
Not from the left side, no.
Not from any side in reality.
No, from the weak side like that?
We got a lot of contact, bodies hitting the floor. Who's the foul going to be against? It's going to be against Washington Township.
That'll be on Garzella, his 3rd. And fouls. Hebron only has 1 team foul to Washington Township's 6th. It's that hustle from Washington Township keeping them in this game, but you got to watch your fouls.
We got more bodies hitting the floor. That was Roy. This one poked away from Sears. Sears going up. Can't get it to fall. Runs through Candyland. Oh, did he ruin the walkway? Might have torn up the street a little bit there.
Not his gumdrop button. Has his 3rd steal. Looking to knock down a pair here.
The foul is on Bogren. And Sears knocks down the first. Feels as active as he's been all night. I only had him for the single free throw. Now make it 2 free throws. He's 2 of 3 for the night.
And that's what I like about Nick Sears is his defensive ability to spark that Washington Township offense. He gets a steal, he gets a rebound, and then he can come back and he can score off the transition. We got fouled on that play.
Kenda putting it up. That's Josh Kenda. So we got a timeout taken by the Senators. So we will step aside. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake?
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Welcome back to Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network. 10-point game here with 6:51 to go. This is going to be tough. 6:51 left to go, and Washington Township only with one timeout remaining in this one. Remember, he had to use one because they were having some issues getting it across the timeline. That was, you hate to call it a wasted timeout, but, because any chance you get an opportunity to talk to your team a little bit and kind of coach them up,
right,
it's beneficial. But especially if this were to tighten up late, you want to have those extra timeouts in your pocket. So we'll see how that potentially develops down the road. May not be a big deal. We'll see.
Yeah, Washington Township's looking to score here. Hebron's doing a good job defensively, keeping Washington off those offensive boards.
Scott trying to get over the defense there. Can't do it. Kenda with the rebound.
That's his 6th rebound this evening.
He'll be working hard to get across the timeline here. Give us to Kenda. Tries to give it to Ben, but
there's a deflection, I believe.
We'll have more check-ins here.
That's a pass fake could look at. Could be a little bit better option, a little better angle.
Christian Schneider checks into the game. Roy trying to find someone to pass it to. Gives it to Saki. Saki on the far side. Really strong defense, but a push by Schneider there.
That'll be his first, 7th on the team, so Hebron will be in bonus now. Saki will go to the line.
Make sure you stay with us after the game. We'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Saki knocks down the first. And for good measure, he knocks down the second as well. Really good free throw shooting night for the Hebron Hawks.
That's how you win tournament championships right there, is free throws and rebounds, and Hebron's got both of them.
Step back for the three. It's off the mark. Scott, who's got 5 points, the 6'1" senior.
That's one thing, just shot awareness. You need a bucket. Just take that long jumper or shot fake and attack that basket. Now Hebron's going to look to run some clock and run some good offense to extend the lead.
We're going to have an offensive foul here against the Hawks.
That push of the forearm by Kenda. Picking up his 3rd. Sears hustling down the court.
We got plenty of action all week long. We've got Couts in Tri-Township tomorrow. We've been talking about
Kegs
Couts
on the line.
in the Keg, and then we got Morgan Township and Boone Grove. Boone Grove, the first owners of that cup, or of that keg, excuse me. Armstrong with it. Give this to Scott. Scott has to get over the defense. Can't get it to go. Those guys are just too tall right in front of him. Roy bringing it up the sideline. Now moves to the middle. Gives to Kenda. Kenda goes up and puts it in.
9 points on the evening for Ben Kenda.
And this one just pops right out of the hands of Snyder. That's a frustrating feeling. You're down on the scoreboard. You're trying to get the pass, and it just slips
that's
right through the fingers.
That's the momentum shift that you have, and you have a chance to just chip away at that lead, and goes out of bounds.
Saki, we got a lot of contact here, and now adding insult to injury. Snyder, or is that Sears?
No, that's Snyder.
That's Snyder, okay.
His second. But that's just trying to do too much. You have to come back, play good hard-nosed defense, move with the ball, and he did. He just got caught up in it and had that foul.
So Saki to the line. He knocks the first down. And it's going to be hard, too, especially because Snyder's a senior. There's many seniors here tonight that, they're playing in their last tournaments as well.
Right.
You don't want it to come to an end too early, but those happen. We were talking earlier about, it's fun to watch teams and guys progress over the course of the years. Then when you get to that senior moment, and then they're done.
Yes.
And that's hard for us as well, to watch these guys that we've watched for a number of years. This one picked off and stolen away by Graves. Graves fighting through the defense, puts it up. Can't get it to go. The cleanup, though, that was Dylan Andrews. Here comes Roy up the floor on the right side. He's able to keep it in bounds. Hale able to corral, and we'll have a timeout taken by Hebron.
Yeah, Coach Grant is smart on that. Keep that possession. Up 14, says, hey, we're up against this clock.
So 3:45 left to go here in the fourth. Yeah, as we were saying, it's a great thing to be able to watch these guys play, but then, knowing it's their last game or whatever the case may be, careers not coming to an end here tonight. That's usually later in the season.
Right. But that's about a month and a half away. I mean, that's one thing that's hard. As a coach, it's these last couple of games you cherish, and you make sure that you're doing all that you can to win ball games, but you want to see them turn into good young men. I mean, that's the cool thing, too. You mentioned this tournament. I got to see a couple of Morgan alumni last night that I got to coach, and it's good to see them doing well in college and coming back supporting the school, and it's a neat opportunity.
The other fun element of our job up here, getting to see the past players when they come back.
Yes.
Kenda in the corner, trying to feed down to Hale. It's picked off. Andrews with it. So a loud evening here at Hebron as Sears knocks it down. And they're going to go into a press situation here to try to get a turnover, to try to fight and claw their way back here.
Something.
Sears tips that one out. They're waiting to see they're going to have a conversation about this.
No one was watching it on there, and Sears is that defensive point man. His hand came down.
What you can do is you can always just go to the possession arrow.
Right.
And they're going to just call it a jump. Yep. And I think that's the fair thing to do. If even as the near official,
if the official doesn't have that line of sight and do that jump ball, I mean, you do it. You had Sears going for the ball, and just because you have that motion coming down, he might not have been the last one to touch it.
Correct. That's right. We don't have the privilege of getting to see the slow motion replays. Correct. And these officials have to watch it in real time. It's not an easy call, so that's the benefit of having the arrow.
Yep.
There was a call in one of the college basketball games I was watching not too long ago. They did that. That one's a little bit less often.
Right.
From the elbow.
There you have Graves knocking down that jumper, cutting the lead to 10.
Yeah, we have a 10-point lead, and so Hebron has got to go back on the attack, and a lot of contact, and there's the block. And that's
Graves getting called for the block.
That's an interesting call, and Graves going to run to the other side of the floor.
And that's his fourth.
And I tell you what, Coach Bowersock is keeled over on the other end as well. He can't believe it.
Yeah, he did a good job on the emotional leash to not to go into silent mode instead of vocal mode.
You know what? Roy short on the first. I have to kind of side with Coach Bowersock here. I think the feet
Roy went up strong, and it would be the question if Graves was set in front of him or not.
0 for 2, so that's a big turn there. And right now,
foul's going to be on Hale, his third.
Kind of feels like the momentum is possibly switching over a little bit here. We've got Candy on the floor. Look out, folks.
The main things, and it started when Sears just wanted to spark with that full court press. So
yes.
You got that energy back on the center side.
We've got another whistle here, and we're going to stay on this side here.
It'll be on Bogren holding Graves. It's his third.
Only the 5th team foul for Hebron, so that's the nice thing for them.
Yeah, they have fouls to give.
Give underneath, and it's poked away. Kenda able to corral it. Almost poked away again by Sears, but Hebron, who kind of, you could tell, took their foot off the gas a little bit. And now only a 10-point lead with still 2:25 left to go. They got to put their foot back down on the gas pedal.
They have to play good basketball, make sure they're running their offense.
I tell you what, Sears definitely getting a lot of contact in there, and they're not.
Sears is a great defender.
He is.
Plays smart. He is using his body. He could be called for it, but he's getting right there. Arm length away. You have Armstrong getting right up in the face of Saki.
That's if you're Hebron, as long as you're not turning it over here, you can pass around all day.
You have the clock as your opponent right now. You have 5 possessions that Washington needs to get up in a minute 40. So,
and this is kind of where those advocates for a shot clock in high school would be coming out here. As Roy goes up, and there's a foul, so the clock with 94 seconds remaining, and Trevor Roy is slow to get up as the foul is going to be on Dylan Andrews.
Even with that shot clock, though, it's still, in this time period, it'd be maybe 2 possessions, if that, you know?
Yeah, I don't disagree. I do feel like there is some benefits to it. There could be drawbacks to it for sure.
Hebron's basketball IQ, they see the shot, and Roy goes and attacks the basket and going to the line, knocking down his first of this double bonus.
And credit to Roy here. He missed his last 2 free throws after being 3 of 3 from the night, and comes back and just knocks the next one down. You know, free throws, much like anything, are completely a mental part of the game.
Yes, it is.
More so than skill, I feel like.
Yeah, it's that muscle memory, knowing how to shoot. Your legs are tired in the 4th quarter.
Garzella puts one up. No foul call. 80 seconds remain. Roy across the timeline, trying to get it poked out from behind him. Gives up to Saki, now feeling into Hale. Hale to the window and puts it in. It felt like for a moment there was a momentum shift, and then Hebron closes that door quickly. Dishes it out. Sears with the jumper. Cannot fall. Rebound comes down to Saki. Ben Kenda can't corral it. Knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to stay here.
Yeah, it'll stay with the Hawks as Graves is lunging for it and was off of him.
And we're under a minute to play as Snyder comes back into the game, the senior. .5, the give right underneath to Josh Kenda, who puts it right home. And the lead continues to stretch. Snyder pulls up for 3, hits the back iron, gets the rebound. Garzella for 3, hits the iron. Hale comes down with the rebound, and he's fouled on his attempt to pass it. So Sears Gets called for his second foul. And the Hebron Fight Night crowd to our right, they believe that they'll win. That's what they're saying.
They do believe. I believe Landon Hale's going to have a double-double, and if he can knock these two down, he'll have 20 on the night.
And there's your announcer's jinx, ladies and gentlemen. That is Matt Wells, and you can reach him at 219.
It's a mental. We just talked about how they're mental. Free throws are the mental part of the game. Legs are tired. Got to knock them down. There he goes. And it's unofficial scoring on my end.
That's true, yeah.
Well.
I'm sure we missed a bucket or two as Sears goes up.
Good attack by Sears.
You talk about tired legs. They don't feel tired to him. He's still going strong. And this is where, it's so important. I feel like a lot of kids don't fully realize how important going hard in practice is.
Correct, yes.
I mean,
they
going
might
hard
go first two possessions in practice, but it's that fourth, fifth, sixth repetition that's really going to help you in a game.
Right, because when you get to this point where it has been a strong physical game for either side. Missing on both, trying to corral his rebound. It's on the floor. Bodies everywhere, and a foul called.
Yeah, Sears right there trying to get that ball back.
Oh, and we're also he also never started the clock either. I don't think that's been brought to anyone's attention, though, other than us here. Mike Grennis may be pointing that out to the near official here. Knocking down the first one is Ben Kenda. I'm sorry, it's Josh Kenda, excuse me.
Yep.
So Sears with the foul. And it's Josh's first free throw tonight.
He was going. It was a line violation. He shot it, thought it was off. He made it. Yeah, no basket there. He crossed the line trying to get his rebound, but he made the basket.
Snyder pulling for three. Knocks it down.
Too little, too late there with Christian Snyder's three-point attempt, but it gets him into the scoring column.
And that will do it here from Hebron. The Hawks are moving on. 52-37, your final. And what a game between these two schools. It was quite an epic battle. They will face each other one more time later on in the season. We'll step aside for just a moment. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
For most people, buying or selling a home is the largest financial transaction they will make, which is why you need someone that you can count on and trust. Jody Geisha is a Northwest Indiana native and your neighbor in Morgan Township. Jody epitomizes integrity, energy, hard work, and creative service in every detail of your real estate transaction. A top producing agent in Northwest Indiana, her love for helping people shines through. Offering unparalleled customer service, vast industry knowledge, innovative marketing, and sharp negotiating skills, she has quickly become a top choice in the region. Whether buying or selling, Jody will always have your best interest at heart and will make sure to protect your investment. Give Jody a call to make your real estate goals a reality. Morris Motor Services in Wanata is proud to be the premier logistics company in Northwest Indiana. Hauling aggregate in the tri-state area, they proudly serve their clients with timely and efficient service. And with their own fleet of modern trucks, Morris Motor Services is able to have vehicles always ready when you are. Centrally located to all major highways in the area, Morris Motor Services is also within 40 miles of every stone and slag yard in the area. For more info, visit mmsitrucking.com or call 219-733-9430.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brandner here along with Matt Welsend.
Hello.
A phenomenal game here tonight. Hebron gets the win 52-37. This was game 2 of our double header. And we will see a fun matchup on Saturday morning.
Yes, you will.
It'll be Westville taking on Hebron. That'll start at 11 o'clock on Saturday. But before we get to that, we have 2 games tomorrow as well. Couts and Tri-Township, and then Morgan Township taking on Boone Grove. So that'll be a fun day of action tomorrow. You'll be here for that?
I will be here for that, yes.
All right, let's go ahead and name, by the way, you are tuned into the Jody Geisha post-game show here. And we are going to go ahead and give our awards out. It's time to name our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowd Companies are the insurance superheroes. Before you name that award, clearly the Washington Township student section coming to bring us some treats. Definitely worthy of some consideration there. So big thanks to those ladies over there.
Yes, that was awesome. That was part of the Washington Township girls basketball team.
Okay.
So that was awesome coming up here. They did a great job moving on in their tournament. So they'll be playing Friday evening.
All right, let's go ahead and name our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game.
Got to put the cape on Landon Hale. Big man on campus, had 19 points and 12 rebounds unofficially, and he is a big reason why Hebron came up with this win tonight.
I couldn't agree more. Big night for him. All right, time to name our proud Union Home Play of the game, presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters.
Trevor Roy cutting to the basket, laying it up and in with 4 minutes and 20 seconds in the third, putting Hebron up for good, 27-25.
I kind of really felt like a momentum changer and really kind of closed the door on Washington Township. They got back within 10, but
he did that 30 seconds later with the end one, and those 2 plays there, he put Hebron up for good for that game.
All right, let's go with our blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local347.org.
Nick Sears, number 20 for Washington Township. Blue-collar defensive mindset the entire night. He's their defensive point man. He had 4 points on the evening, 3 steals, couple of rebounds, but when Washington Township down 14, he gets right up there and starts another little momentum swing, and that was him all evening trying to get the Senators to surge back into it. So blue-collar man there, Nick Sears.
All right, perfect. All right, our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, coordinating producer, Nathan Laird. He's also your game producer for tonight as well. Your broadcast crew, myself, Michael Brenner, along with Matt Wells, and on video doing a phenomenal job is Justin Cole, along with Josh Lepowski. Big thanks to Todd Adamczyk here of Hebron, the athletic director, for getting us a great location here to call these games, and the hospitality room and everything we've needed to get set for the game, including Scott Bowersock and Mike Grennis of Washington Township and Hebron, respectively, helping us get prepped for today's game. And then, of course, you, the viewers, on Facebook, YouTube, and regionsports.com. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
The girls' basketball team is waving to us. Big thanks to them for all they've done. So big thank you to them as well. And we'll sign off for the evening. You've been watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.